So I gotta hear Fat Joe and Babyface I Got You. What did I think about the song? You know, Babyface was one of the most important singer, songwriter, producers, composers, arrangers, musicians of the 80s to the 90s. That cat was pretty much like Barry Manilow. I write the whole songs the whole world sings. He really was on his dominance. And you can make the case that only R. Kelly really got in his way because Kells did dominate the 90s through the early 00s. Let's not get it twisted and let's not get amnesia. But that was it. They were the one to battle as far as writing and producing, hitting with people. Face's solo career matched R. Kelly, but his pen and writing game, he had really great to good records. Then he took a dip, but writing and producing for others, Face was right there with him. As far as that go, he had big hits. Then his solo career, he tried everything. He broke up with L.A. Reid 30 years ago. And then his solo career, pretty much after that, he tried some different things. He worked with different people, um, collaborations and things. His solo career has been hit and miss since the last 25 years, if I'm honest. Ain't really been feeling too much of his solo career. Obviously the Tender Lover era was the best era, and For the Cool and You and Unplugged. And I like a few things after that. But that was his peak. And so they ain't doing these collaborations. Now he's worked with rappers before, and some of it is cringeworthy, and this one is cringy. Fat Joe's an industry plant, and I say that off base because he's always like working with everybody, but it doesn't really hit to me. Fat Joe's just kind of like one of those people that's kind of like standing, like he's someone that's just kind of right there, and he's trying to like be hip, and he's always like that go-to cat that I guess some people use. I liked it when he worked R. Kelly with Thuggin', and I like What's Love with him and Shanti there. I like that era of him, you know. And I liked uh some of the stuff with um It'll Come to Me. It'll Come to Me, but with Fat Joe. But to me, I've always kind of been indifferent with him, you know. Always been kind of indifferent. I can take him or leave him. You give me his best stuff, his hits, I'm cool with. But a lot of the stuff is just kind of like secondary to me. And so I don't really, really rock with him. Hearing this particular song, it ain't long, and that's a good thing. Doesn't really add nothing. It's very much late 90s, early olds, throwback type of thing, you know. Or what I was gonna say, what I did like by Fat Joe was Lean Back. That's probably about the last thing that he did, uh, Joey Crack, that I like. But I just don't really get into his stuff. This song is it's all right. But Babyface doing hooks with doing this kind of thing shows you how far he didn't came down. His levels then came way down. And that's pretty much all he got at this stage because his stuff just don't hit no more. It don't. And working with Fat Joe just seems like a plant, like some industry game. It don't even seem genuine. It doesn't really go nowhere. Um, to me, if Babyface was gonna work with a rapper that might add some style, I would have loved to see him maybe with someone like Nas or something. Something that has a texture but has a smoothness that can complement that is whipped layered. But I'm really trying to think. Or Scarface and Babyface could have been interesting, you know. Or was he talking about something, but um I don't really, and I know he didn't work with Snoop and he worked with him. It's a mixed bag. This is standard now, but it's just kind of a shame. It's one thing when they used him on the hook for Sunshine with Jay-Z and them back in the 90s, but now it's kind of like it's really desperation. And for Fat Joe, it's a dub because Fat Joe's in a win-win situation because he's always been a mediocre talent. But for someone like Babyface, it's definitely a departure. So I ain't really feeling this cut. Not like that. And like I said, he had his heyday. And he is one of the best songwriters, producers, musicians for his era, what have you. But this here is just pretty much standard. It's like one of them industry party type songs. And his songwriting took a dip. I got called 100. The guy was one of the baddest. Mid 80s to the early 90s, Face was as dominant as anybody that was going. But this ain't the way you want to see it on the other side. I'd rather choose to remember that peak, especially the Face era with him and Daryl Simmons in LA. Just saying, the sound and everything was cool. This ain't it. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another, and share it if you like, and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay true. I'm out one time. Peace.